This year, 2025, has taken so many of those faces from us. Legends of the screen, icons of daytime drama, stars who defined entire decades of entertainment, Oscar winners and Emmy champions. Their work remains, their legacy endures, and today we remember Claude Jarman Jr. He was just 12 years old when MGM plucked him from obscurity in a nationwide talent search. His heartbreaking performance as Jodie Baxter in The Yearling earned him a special miniature Oscar, making him one of the youngest Academy Award recipients in history. The critics marveled at how this boy from Nashville could summon such profound emotion on screen. Though his film career faded as he grew older, Claude refused to let Hollywood define his entire life. He returned to Nashville, completed high school, earned a degree at Vanderbilt University, and served 3 years in the Navy. He later transitioned to producing and cultural affairs, eventually serving as Director of Cultural Affairs for the city of San Francisco. He passed away on January 12, 2025, at the age of 91, Leslie Charleson. For nearly 5 decades, she was the heart of General Hospital. As Monica Quartermain, Leslie Charleson became synonymous with daytime television excellence, guiding millions of viewers through the drama and romance of Port Charles. She joined the show in 1977 and never looked back, becoming one of the longest-serving cast members in soap opera history. Generations of fans grew up watching her navigate love triangles, family feuds, and medical crises with grace and conviction. Her dedication to the role inspired countless young actors who dreamed of careers in daytime drama. She passed away on January 12, 2025, in Los Angeles at the age of 80. Tony Roberts. His voice carried across Broadway stages and Hollywood sound stages with equal command. Tony Roberts brought charm and impeccable timing to every role, from his celebrated collaborations with Woody Allen to his theater work in productions like South Pacific, Arsenic and Old Lace, and Sugar. A graduate of the High School of Music and Arts, he trained under the legendary Alvina Krauss and carried those lessons throughout his career. He served on the boards of both the Screen Actors Guild and Actors Equity Association, championing the rights of performers throughout his decades in the industry. As president of Theater Authority, he oversaw benefit performances that gave back to the community that shaped him. He passed away on February 7, 2025, at 86. Biff Whiff. A familiar face in Chicago theater before making his way to Hollywood, Biff Whiff brought authenticity to every character he played. Born in the Windy City, he understood the value of hard work and brought that Midwestern sensibility to his craft. His steady presence in film and television earned him respect among colleagues who valued his dedication and professionalism. He passed away on February 12, 2025, at the age of 71. Gene Hackman. They voted him least likely to succeed at the Pasadena Playhouse. How gloriously wrong they were. Gene Hackman became one of the most celebrated actors of his generation, winning 2 Academy Awards and delivering performances that defined American cinema for half a century. Born in San Bernardino and raised in a broken home in Danville, Illinois, he left at 16 to join the Marines. He worked menial jobs, studied journalism on the GI Bill, and was over 30 before he even enrolled in acting classes. From the relentless Popeye Doyle in The French Connection to the menacing Little Bill in Unforgiven, he brought raw humanity to every role he inhabited. His range was astonishing. He could be the blind man, stealing scenes in Young Frankenstein, or the villainous Lex Luthor threatening Superman. He could command a submarine on the brink of nuclear war or play a doctor consumed by ambition. Directors knew that casting Gene Hackman meant elevating their entire film. He passed away on February 18, 2025, at the age of 95, leaving behind a body of work that will be studied and admired for generations to come. Peter Jason. A chameleon of character acting, Peter Jason appeared in over 150 plays and collaborated repeatedly with directors like John Carpenter, becoming a reliable presence in genre filmmaking. His work with Carpenter included They Live and In the Mouth of Madness, and he brought similar intensity to his collaborations with Walter Hill. An accomplished baritone vocalist, he performed in musical stage productions of The Music Man, Stop the World, I Want to Get Off, and The Threepenny Opera, where he played Mac the Knife. He and his wife Eileen were married for more than 3 decades. He passed away on February 20th, 2025, at 81. Denise Alexander. Another pillar of General Hospital, Denise Alexander brought nuance and depth to the world of daytime drama. Her work helped elevate the genre, proving that serialized storytelling could offer complex, meaningful performances worthy of critical respect. She was also a producer who understood the business side of entertainment as well as the artistic side. She passed away on March 5, 2025, in Boulder, Colorado, at 86. Bruce Glover. From delivering groceries at age 6 to ladling molten glass in factories, Bruce Glover knew hardship before he knew Hollywood. That weathered life experience showed in every frame of his performances. His intense gaze and unconventional features made him perfect for memorable character roles, including his unsettling work in films like Chinatown. He served in the Army during the Korean War, came back with malaria, and still found his way to the stage. A magician once tapped him with a wand and declared him an actor. The magic stuck. He passed away on March 12, 2025, at the age of 93. Wings Hauser. Named for the wingback position he played in high school football, Wings Hauser chose art over athletics and built a varied career in film and television spanning decades. The son of a writer and producer who worked on the classic Whistler radio series, Wings arrived in Hollywood with $30 and a box of diapers, raising his son as a single father while pursuing his dreams. He appeared in over 100 productions, often playing the heavy with a charisma that made his villains unforgettable. He also recorded an album of original music for RCA. He passed away on March 15, 2025, at 78. Richard Chamberlain. He was the original television heartthrob. As Dr. Kildare, Richard Chamberlain captured the hearts of millions with his impeccable Ivy League charm and smooth demeanor. But the actor was never content to rest on his looks. He fled to England, tackled Shakespeare, and won over British audiences with his Hamlet and Richard II. His Emmy-nominated performances in The Thornbirds and Shogun made him the undisputed king of the miniseries format, earning him Golden Globe Awards and establishing him as a serious dramatic actor. Later in life, he courageously shared his truth with the world, discussing his journey of self-acceptance in his autobiography, Shattered Love. He passed away on March 29, 2025, at the age of 91, having lived authentically after decades of guarding his privacy. Cian Barbara Allen. Her haunting performance alongside Richard Thomas earned her a Golden Globe nomination for Most Promising New Actress, and her talent shone in the intimate moments of 1970s television drama. She appeared on The Waltons as John Boy's love interest in an episode that helped earn Thomas his Emmy. She later turned to writing, channeling her creativity in new directions after stepping away from acting to raise her daughter. She was the older sister of acclaimed flash fiction author Meg Pokrass. She passed away on March 31, 2025, at 79. Spring brought more farewells, each one a reminder that time spares no one, no matter how brightly they once shone. Priscilla Pointer, mother to Oscar-nominated actress Amy Irving and widow of acclaimed director Jules Irving, Priscilla Pointer built her own formidable career across theater, film, and television. Together with her husband and Herbert Blau, she co-founded the San Francisco Actors Workshop, establishing her classical credentials before Hollywood came calling. Her film appearances brought her into the mainstream, often playing the brittle but resilient mothers of famous characters. She appeared alongside her daughter in Carrie and worked steadily through the 1970s and 1980s. She later married an actor Robert Simmons and continued performing on stage well into her later years. She reached the remarkable age of 101 before passing away on April 28, 2025. Ruth Buzzy. She made millions laugh with her feisty characters on Rowan and Martin's Laugh In, creating memorable figures like the combative Gladys Ormsby, who swung her purse with righteous fury. Behind the comedy was serious training at the Pasadena Playhouse, where her classmates included Dustin Hoffman. She got her start teaming with Dom DeLuise in a magic act and worked alongside young talents like Liza Minnelli and Bernadette Peters in revues before Laugh In made her a household name. She passed away on May 1, 2025 at 89. Joan O'Brien. Whether playing nurses opposite comedy legends or romancing Elvis Presley on screen, Joan O'Brien brought warmth and beauty to every production. Her performance in Operation Petticoat showcased her comedic timing as her character's proportions caused chaos aboard a crowded submarine. Legend has it, she sparked an off-screen romance with Elvis during the filming of It Happened at the World's Fair. She later left Hollywood to raise her family and built a successful career as an executive with the Hilton hotel chain. She passed away on May 5, 2025 at 89. Joe Don Baker. The Texan drawl and broad shoulders made Joe Don Baker a natural for westerns and tough guy roles. His portrayal of real-life Sheriff Buford Pusser in Walking Tall became a drive-in phenomenon, turning the story of a Southern lawman fighting corruption into an unexpected hit. He could shift registers too, bringing dry humor to his role as Jack Wade in the James Bond films GoldenEye and Tomorrow Never Dies. His menacing hitman Molly in Charlie Varick showed his darker range. He passed away on May 7, 2025 at 89. Lorna Raver. Character actors rarely receive the recognition they deserve, but Lorna Raver's terrifying turn in Sam Raimi's Drag Me to Hell proved she could command the screen with unforgettable intensity. Her decades of television work established her as a reliable presence in the industry long before that horror role brought her wider recognition. She passed away on May 12, 2025 at 82. George Wendt. Everybody knew his name. As Norm Peterson on Cheers, George Wendt became one of the most beloved characters in television history, earning 6 Emmy nominations for his portrayal of the lovable barfly whose entrance always prompted that famous greeting. His timing was impeccable, his warmth genuine, and his chemistry with the rest of the cast made every visit to that Boston bar feel like coming home. Trained at Chicago's legendary Second City, he brought theatrical credibility to sitcom gold. He was married to actress Bernadette Burkett, who provided the voice of Norm's famously unseen wife, Vera. He passed away on May 20, 2025 at 77. Renee Victor. As the sharp-tongued Lupita on Weeds, Renee Victor delivered some of the best lines in television comedy. Her deadpan delivery of the words coffee table became an instant classic, prompting New York Post critic Linda Stassi to call her a comic genius. Her career spanned Las Vegas showrooms, international stages, and eventually animated features, including the Disney-Pixar masterpiece Coco, where she voiced the memorable Abuelita. She was also a dancer so respected that her tango friends called her La Maestra, and her salsa circles dubbed her La Reina. She passed away on May 30, 2025 at 77. Loretta Swit. She transformed Hot Lips Houlihan from a one-dimensional foil into a complex, beloved character who grew and deepened across 11 seasons of television history. Loretta Swit stayed with MASH for the entire run, winning 2 Emmy Awards and earning nominations in nearly every season the show aired. Off-screen, she devoted herself to animal welfare, becoming a passionate spokesperson for the Humane Society of the United States. A strict vegetarian, she channeled her creative energy into needlepoint, jewelry design, and watercolor painting. She passed away on May 30, 2025, at 88. As summer arrived, more names were added to this year's sorrowful roll call, each departure leaving its own particular silence. Chris Robinson. His long career in television included memorable work across multiple genres and decades, from westerns to soap operas. He brought professionalism and dedication to every role, earning respect throughout the industry from directors and fellow actors alike. He passed away on June 9, 2025 in Sedona, Arizona at 87. Harris Yulin. A classically trained actor with a glowering intensity that commanded every frame, Harris Yulin could play Shakespeare on stage or corrupt officials on screen with equal mastery. His work founding the Los Angeles Classic Theater and his Broadway performances in The Price and the Diary of Anne Frank demonstrated range that few could match. He earned a guest Emmy nomination for his work on Frasier and brought gravitas to roles in everything from Buffy the Vampire Slayer to Veep. He passed away on June 10, 2025 at 88. Lynn Hamilton. As Donna Harris on Sanford and Son, Lynn Hamilton brought dignity and humor to one of the era's groundbreaking sitcoms. Her recurring role as Fred Sanford's girlfriend showcased her natural charisma and provided romantic warmth to the cantankerous junkyard dealer's world. A native of Yazoo City, Mississippi, she also had memorable recurring roles on The Waltons and numerous other television programs. She passed away on June 19, 2025 at 95. Gaillard Sartain. From hosting Tulsa's first late-night comedy program as the eccentric Dr. Mazeppa Pompazoidi to appearing alongside Hollywood's biggest stars, Gaillard Sartain brought Oklahoma authenticity to every role. He was also an accomplished illustrator whose artwork graced album covers, including Leon Russell's Will-O the Wisp, and appeared in nationally published magazines. He graduated from the University of Tulsa with a degree in fine arts before entertainment beckoned. He passed away on June 19, 2025, at 79. Rick Hurst. Best known for his role as the bumbling deputy Cletus Hogg on The Dukes of Hazzard, Rick Hurst brought comedic charm to the beloved series. His physical comedy and genuine warmth made him a fan favorite during the show's run. His television work spanned decades and multiple genres. He passed away on June 26, 2025 in Los Angeles at 80. Eileen Fulton. For over 50 years, she played Lisa Grimaldi on As the World Turns, becoming one of the most iconic villains in daytime television history. Eileen Fulton helped define what a soap opera antagonist could be, bringing layers of complexity to a character audiences loved to hate. Her longevity in the role was a testament to her craft and her connection with viewers. She passed away on July 14, 2025, in her hometown of Asheville, North Carolina, at 92. Lonnie Anderson. The platinum blonde bombshell from WKRP in Cincinnati became a defining image of late 1970s television glamour. As the impossibly beautiful but surprisingly savvy receptionist Jennifer Marlowe, Lonnie Anderson proved that beauty and intelligence could coexist on screen, earning 2 Golden Globe Awards for her performance. She brought back the glossy allure of classic Hollywood starlets like Jean Harlow and Marilyn Monroe while establishing her own distinct persona. Later, she portrayed tragic icons Jane Mansfield and Jean Harlow in television films. She passed away on August 3, 2025 at 80. Jerry Adler. A Broadway director who transitioned to acting later in life, Jerry Adler found his greatest fame as the cantankerous Hesh Rabkin on The Sopranos. His presence added authenticity to the acclaimed series, and he became a recognizable face to a whole new generation. Born in Brooklyn, he brought New York credibility to everything he did. He passed away on August 23, 2025 in New York City at 96. Randy Boone. His guitar and easygoing manner made Randy Boone a natural fit for television westerns. As a singing ranch hand Randy Benton on The Virginian, he brought musical interludes to the frontier. A former mathematics major who dropped out to hitchhike across America as a gigging musician, he traded meals and shelter for songs before Hollywood discovered him. He passed away on August 28, 2025 at 83. Cheryl Waters. Her work in film and television demonstrated versatility across multiple creative disciplines. She was also an accomplished production designer who understood both sides of the camera. Born in Honolulu, she brought island warmth to her collaborations. She passed away on September 1, 2025, in Sandpoint, Idaho, at 78. Autumn came heavy with loss, claiming some of the year's most celebrated and beloved names. Polly Holiday. Kiss My Grits. Those 3 words, delivered in Polly Holiday's unmistakable Southern drawl, became a national catchphrase that defined an era. As waitress Florence Jean Castleberry on Alice, she won 2 Golden Globe Awards and became so popular she earned her own spin-off series, Flo. But she was far more than a comedic sensation. Trained in classical theater, she worked for a decade with the Asolo Repertory Company and appeared in productions ranging from Medea to The House of Blue Leaves. She later earned a Tony nomination for Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. She passed away on September 9, 2025, at 88. Pat Crowley. Her fresh-faced charm lit up 1950s Hollywood, earning her a Golden Globe as Best Promising Newcomer for her performance in Forever Female. Pat Crowley later became a beloved television presence as the harried mother Joan Nash on Please Don't Eat the Daisies, where she and television husband Mark Miller made a handsome couple navigating 4 precocious sons and an enormous sheepdog. Like her sister Anne, she had musical talent and appeared in stage productions of Kiss Me Kate and Tovarich. She passed away on September 14, 2025, at 92. Robert Redford, the golden boy of American cinema. Robert Redford was not just a movie star, but a cultural force who reshaped Hollywood in his image. His performances in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Sting, and All the President's Men defined an era and established him as the most bankable star in the world. But he was never content with just acting. His directorial debut, Ordinary People, won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1981. Through the Sundance Institute and its annual film festival, he nurtured generations of independent filmmakers and transformed the landscape of American cinema. He championed environmental causes and used his fame to advance issues he believed in. He passed away on September 16, 2025, at 89, leaving behind a legacy that will endure as long as movies are made and watched. James Mitchum. Inheriting his father Robert Mitchum's rugged looks and sleepy charisma, James Mitchum carved his own path in westerns and war pictures. The comparison was inevitable, but never discouraged him from pursuing his craft. He got his first taste of film as a child with an uncredited role in The Lusty Men and made his credited debut playing his father's much younger brother in Thunder Road. He passed away on September 20, 2025, at 84. Diane Keaton. From Annie Hall to the Godfather trilogy, Diane Keaton created characters that felt utterly, unmistakably real. Her idiosyncratic style, both on-screen and off, influenced fashion and film alike, launching trends and inspiring imitation. She won the Academy Award for Annie Hall, a role Woody Allen wrote specifically for her, and received 3 additional nominations throughout her storied career. Her work as Kay Adams Corleone added emotional gravity to the sprawling crime saga, and her comedic timing remained impeccable in films like Baby Boom and Something's Gotta Give. She was one of the most unique talents of her generation. She passed away on October 11, 2025, at 80. June Lockhart. She was America's mother. On Lassie and Lost in Space, June Lockhart brought warmth, wisdom, and quiet strength to the television household. Her career began at age 8 in a Metropolitan Opera production and spanned an astonishing 9 decades. She won the Tony Award, the Theatre World Award, and the Donaldson Award for her Broadway debut in For Love or Money. The daughter of actors Gene and Kathleen Lockhart, she continued the family legacy with grace. She reached the century mark before passing away on October 23, 2025. Diane Ladd. An Oscar-nominated powerhouse, Diane Ladd brought offbeat charm and fearless intensity to every performance across a 70-year career. Her nominations for Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, Wild at Heart, and Rambling Rose demonstrated her range, and she remained a sought-after performer until the end. Her unique beauty and unconventional approach made her unforgettable in even the smallest roles. She passed away on November 3, 2025, at 90. Sally Kirkland. Her Oscar-nominated performance in Anna showcased the talent that made Sally Kirkland a force in independent cinema. For that role alone, she won the Golden Globe, the Independent Spirit Award, and the LA Film Critics Circle Award. A veteran of over 200 films who trained under Lee Strasberg, she was also a painter, poet, renowned acting coach, and ordained minister. Her mother was the fashion editor at Vogue and Life magazine, but Sally forged her own path. She passed away on November 11, 2025, at 84. These are the faces that filled our screens and our hearts. Actors who made us laugh, made us cry, and made us believe in the power of storytelling. Until next time, we remember,